Welcome to this week's edition of VERITAS Half Hour, a weekly television program where we showcase academic excellence and quality formation at VERITAS University, Abuja. My name is Cyril Ole. In this week's edition, I am hosting with my colleague, Chineze Odi Okafor. Say welcome to our viewers.
Welcome to the VERITAS Half Hour.
In this week's edition, we are looking at the various entrepreneurial skills that are available for 300 level students across the various departments in the university. We'll be taking you around to see the students themselves engaged physically and practically in some of these skills. This will include shoemaking, weaving, pottery making, bakery, and all that. I will allow my colleague Chineze to conduct you around some of these workshops. Go ahead, Chineze. Thank you.
So we are here with Mrs. Chioma Adele, as she's teaching the VERITAS students here how to make fashion accessories. So Ms. Chioma, can you tell us a little bit about what's going on here?
We're trying to make a fascinator. A fascinator is a mini hat. A fascinator is a mini hat. And this is what we are trying to design here. So now we are sewing the fascinator. That's what we're doing.
Okay, and I've noticed that you are making other things like beads and things like that. So how long have you been doing this? How long have you been teaching other people how to do this?
It's up to, say, 7 years now.
Wow. Wow, that's amazing. So do you think that this is a skill that the students of this university can use outside?
Yes.
Yeah.
They can use it outside to make money for themselves. Because when you make hats like this, you make a lot of money without opening a shop.
And as you've been teaching the students, have you noticed them picking up the skill very well?
Yes. They are doing their best. This is what they design by themselves.
Okay.
I just give them a clue and they do it by themselves.
Wow. So are there any of these here that you did by yourself that you can show us?
Yes.
Okay. So you made this yourself?
Yes.
This is
wear it
beautiful.
like this.
Okay. Okay, so it seems like the students are picking up everything you're learning. As we can see, there are all sorts of different innovations. Can you tell us about them?
The hats.
So these are the type of hats and beads and things that can be worn to different occasions, right?
Yes.
What kind of occasions do you think that people could use this for?
Dedication, parties like that.
That's wonderful. Well, thank you so much for your time, Ms. Chioma.
You're welcome.
Connect to itself now, the negative and the positive. It's just like it just make it spread along the way, go some places, walk around.
So we're here with one of the students taking the fashion accessories course, Kosi Sochiku. Can you tell me a little bit about how you've been finding the course?
Okay, so the course is not hard, honestly, and our lecturer is so comfortable. Like, she explains to us how to do this, but most of all this is our workbooks.
Okay.
It's easy and everything is very slow.
Okay. So did you make anything that you're wearing right now? Show me.
I made this and I made this.
That's lovely. Tell me a little bit about these. Why did you choose this?
Okay, I'm an Igbo girl and this is kind of like Igbo culture.
Okay.
So I decided to make this in order to like promote Igbo culture in Abuja.
That's amazing, Kosi. Well done. Very well done.
Now, when you look at it, you discover that this is the GSM, this is the major thing here. Now, you can see that it is still within the same zero or even multimeter. Remember, we say the negativity always.
We're here now with the phone repair team. They are currently learning how to fix phones, and we're here with the lecturer. Sorry, so what's your name?
My name is Emmanuel Emily.
Okay, so can you tell me a little bit about the course?
Okay, phone repair is phone technique. Is a technical aspect of gadgets.
Okay.
Now, the mobile phone is a mini computer which almost, let me say, 95% of the whole world makes use of, and this has to do with day-to-day business, day-to-day activities, and because it's a day-to-day gadget that everyone is used, they get issues, they develop issues that need a technician to handle them, need a technician to repair them. Certain things could be faulty with the phones, but the person in possession of it may not know what's the problem. So that arises the need of technicians who need to put them in order and so many other things like that.
Okay, so I can see that your students are paying a lot of attention to what you're doing. So clearly you're somebody who's very well skilled. How long have you been doing this?
Well, I've been doing this for over 6 years now.
Okay. Okay. And would you say that learning how to repair phones and electronic devices is a skill that can be used outside of the school to benefit them?
Of course, it can be used out of the school to benefit them, because just as I said, the rate of people making use of phones all over the world is high. And aside from the school, companies, people who own businesses, companies, all field of life and study make use of phone. So there's no place the mobile phone repair won't be of benefit to anyone who develop his or her time to the work and the repair of phone.
Okay. And do the students ever get to practice what they're learning right now?
Yes, actually, we were supposed to go through some of the practical. We did some things last week that, as a result of our time, we stopped along the which we hoped to continue. But we're just having some challenges with lights. So what they were supposed to do was to practicalize what we did last week themselves, of which some of them did. So as a result of that, we decided to learn one of the working to how to make use of it, because it's one of the major and very important things they should know, because I knew how grateful I am when I knew how to make use of it. So that's why we decided, okay, let's develop much of our time, let them learn it and know how to make use of it.
Okay, well, thank you so much for spending your time teaching the students how to do this.
So on the network antenna, which is this, it connects to itself. Now the negative and the positive, just like it just make it spread along the way, go some places, walk around, and still come back. I hope you understand it. You have the positive and negative. You have 2 points on it. Do you understand?
So we're taking a look at the shoemaking part of the entrepreneurship program here in the school. As if you take a look around now, you can see many students practicing how to make pairs of leather sandals, but we're practicing first with cardboard pieces. So if we come this way, we're going to speak with the lecturer and hear from him now. Sir, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Mr. Jimon Ekundayo. So, sir, I'm seeing here that you are a well-trained professional in shoemaking. Can you tell us a little bit about your history here and how long you've been doing this?
I did this work around 1995.
1995, wow.
I graduated for this work around 1989.
Wow, that's amazing. So you're very well trained and you've obviously been doing this for a long time. How have you been finding teaching the students here at Veritas University?
They are trying to, they are comparing with me to learn all these things because it's practical.
Yes, yes. So they're learning practically.
Okay, it's practical.
Okay.
Sure, you understand?
Yes.
Then no matter what the thing is, then if I explain to them, they will know how the thing. Then first thing is you now start from grassroots because this is paper. You are now begin cutting the design.
Okay.
After you cut it, then you measure it with this.
Okay.
Then, you cut the design. What you do, then you do it like this. This is one of design. Out of it, after you do it finish, then now carry all these letters.
Okay.
Measure it together.
Okay.
And before you now do it, this one now we're calling it this last.
Okay.
Then you have different size of this. You have size for it. Starting from size 12 till
all the way up.
46.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
So you're saying that first of all, the students practice using cardboard.
First use
yes,
cardboard,
and then they learn the
cardboard,
designs.
designs.
And then they come and they use this called the last
This is
to practice how to actually form the shoes
yes.
before they move on to leather.
Yes.
That's amazing, sir. So would you say that the students are picking up this skill very
Yeah, they are
quickly?
picking- yes, it's true.
That's amazing. So now we're going to take a look at some students and learn from them and see what they've been taught so far. Another student, can you introduce yourself and tell us what department you're in?
Mass communication department.
You're in mass communication department. So Amarachi, how have you been finding this course so far? Are you enjoying it?
Very enjoying it.
Yes.
It's nice.
Would you say that you're learning some skills that you plan to use?
Yes.
Yeah?
It's very helpful.
Okay. And you would say that you've been equipped with enough knowledge that you could actually practice this in the real world and possibly make money from it?
That's really the same though, because we just started course, so not started digging into
The main meat of it. But as the course goes on, you feel like you'd learn enough. Yes, that's amazing. Well, thank you for your time, Amarachi. Okay, we're here with one of our students. Can you introduce yourself and tell us what department you're in?
My name is Vincent Olawi from the Department of Theology.
Okay. Wow. So you're in the Department of Theology, but you're here learning how to make shoes. So would you say that this is an important skill that you plan to use?
Yes, this skill is very useful not as a profession, but even when you need to do some other things yourself. You can be a lecturer and at the same time you learn all these things, you make all these things yourself. And for people around you, you don't necessarily need to make it for a commercial purpose. You can do it for your children, your wife, and your family members.
Yeah.
And it's also a means of, even as a pastor, as a priest, as a banker, accountant, you can do this yourself.
So it's a
People
good
really
source of
appreciate it.
income.
Yes.
Yeah. Is this something that you made yourself?
Actually, I told the instructor to do this for me, and he did, and I'm so much interested in this and I'd like to do it myself.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome.
All right. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, you're welcome.
Please, thank you. Can you please introduce yourself first?
Okay, my name is Mrs. Grace Iggy.
Okay, nice to meet you, Mrs. Grace. So I can see that you are in charge of the bakery program here.
Yes.
Yeah, so can you tell us a little bit about what they've been learning so far?
Is that?
Can you tell us a little bit about what they've been learning so far?
Okay, for now they have learned how to make meat pie, they've learned how to make a fish pie,
Okay.
and they've learned how to make a bread.
Wow.
That is the main purpose of this place.
Okay.
And they have learned how to make a cake. Today is the practical for it.
Okay,
They have
so
taken the theory part of it, but today they are practicalizing it.
okay, so the students right now are actually getting to put their hands to work
Yes. All of them, they are working. I group
Okay.
them.
Okay.
And they are in their groups. They're making the cake in their groups.
Okay. So would you say that the students are learning a lot from this opportunity?
Yes. The way I train them theory last Thursday. So this Thursday, I will leave them to do it themselves. So that's why you see them doing it by themselves.
Okay. Well, I've had your cake before, so I know you can bake very well. So how long have you been doing this?
I learned cake 1998.
Okay, wow.
That was in
That's
Kaduna.
amazing. So you're here to impart all your years of knowledge
Yes,
on these
yes.
kids. Thank you so much,
You're
Ma.
welcome.
It was really nice to meet you.
Thank you so much.
All right. Good afternoon, sister. Can you please introduce yourself and tell us what department you're in?
Brian
Okay.
from in educational department.
Okay.
Just that we are having this entrepreneurship as
Okay.
what we have to do this time. Other people have their own area of where they specialize.
Okay. So have you been enjoying this class?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it.
Are there some things here that you made?
I
Yeah.
was the one that made this for.
Okay.
I just called him to come and dress it.
Okay, that's amazing. So are there some maybe finished products that you can show us
Yeah.
inside?
About two then.
Okay, so we're going to go and take a look at some of the finished products done by the students. Sister, so can you tell us what we're taking a look at here?
These are just the finished products.
Okay.
These ones we made them last year before we went for holiday.
Okay, so everything we saw outside will eventually become like this?
Bring them together. We do them separately. Then we leave them for 1 week.
Okay.
Then after 1 week, you come back, bring them, join them together, tie rope.
Okay.
And when you tie rope, you have to dress it in a way that everywhere will be covered. And then leave it. There must be hole at the center where water will be passing.
Okay.
Yeah. So now, after that, we leave them again for another week or more than.
Okay.
And when we come back, we now paint them. You can give them any color you want.
Okay, so you can paint and decorate
Yeah,
them.
you can paint it to make it fine.
Okay. Wow, this is
But
lovely.
before you paint it, you have to sandpaper it to make it
To
smooth.
make it smooth. Okay.
Like here we started. You have to make it smooth first. Everywhere should be smooth before you now paint.
Okay, sister. Well, it seems like
So
you really know about this.
After painting, you allow it to dry, then it's good to go. You can use
Okay.
it anywhere.
Well, it seems like you really know a lot about this. So thank you so much for your time.
My dear, thank you so much.
Okay. Hi, how are you doing?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. So can you tell us your name and what department you're in?
I'm Okuno Alexander, 300 level student, theology department.
Okay, well, it's so nice to meet you, Alexander. It's very interesting to see a man learning how to braid hair. So can you tell us what inspired you to join this?
I wanted something innovative, something not popular, something very different. It's new to the African society. There are special things for women and men, but I've come to discover that when you thrive better in industries where it's gender-based, particularly. So.
Okay, so have you been finding the class easy to learn, or have you had some difficulties along the way?
I've had a whole lot of difficulties.
But you're enjoying it?
Yes, I am.
Is this something that you see yourself doing outside of school?
Hopefully.
Okay, that's amazing. Well, thank you so much for taking your time to talk to us.
Much.
All right.
You're welcome.
We met their supervisor, one of the supervisors for this skill, who is also a lecturer in the entrepreneurship department, Mr. Kizito Olaniyi. Sorry, I nearly murdered your name. Mr. Kizito Olaniyi is also a supervisor as well as a lecturer in the entrepreneurial department. They oversee all the various skills going on. Thank you for talking to us. We want to find out from you what this program is aimed at. We've seen 300 level students from various departments in the university grouped into various sessions. What is it aimed at achieving?
Okay. To start with, the departments of entrepreneurial study, one of the departments in the school, VERITAS University of ABUJA, is actually saddled with this responsibility of equipping students with entrepreneurial skills, in addition to entrepreneurial theories.
Okay.
So we go into practical more, so that students will be able to know how to, be self-employed after graduation, self-reliance after graduation.
Okay. It's interesting to see that some students have shown interest in cell phone repairs, some in flower vase making, some in bakery, some in weaving and all that. Did you group them out of their own volition, or was there a way you chose this grouping?
Actually, the groups are into 10.
10 different groups?
Skills, yes.
Okay, 10 different skills.
Flower
Okay.
pot, phone repair,
Right.
wig making,
Okay.
phone accessory.
Okay.
We have bakery, we have catering.
Photography too. I saw photography at some
photography.
point.
So,
Shoemaking and all that. Yeah.
It's actually made open for students.
Okay.
You have your own volition
To decide
on which of the skill you want to register for,
Okay.
based on what you feel you want to do,
Okay.
or what you want to, where you want to groom yourself.
Okay.
So it's at their own discretion to apply for any of these skills, any of the 10 skills.
The last time we spoke with the Vice Chancellor, Professor Ichoku, he was so passionate about making sure that students do not just leave the school with theoretical knowledge, but also that they acquire some form of skills. Is the school in any way encouraging your department to make sure that this comes to fruition?
Of course, of course there is cost to all this thing we are doing, and we actually got the fund from school. So school is fully supporting this program, and like you said, the management of the school is looking at how a student will graduate from this school and graduate not only with BSc mathematics, BSc microbiology, BSc business admin, but additional skill certificate to know that yes, as a graduate of mathematics, as a graduate of microbiology, you have a special skill that you graduate with. And that's why we are equipping them with this knowledge, so that when they graduate, you will know that you at least know something about a skill, or you are equipped with a knowledge about a particular skill.
Okay, thank you for speaking with us. We'll still have to go around to see what other skills we can capture, and to also possibly talk to the students who are involved in this, as well as their instructors. But it's a nice job you are doing here. Thank you so much for having to. Thank you for talking to us. All right.
This one makes your subject or your subject to be focused, to be sharp. Like focal point. Your focal point is where you can see things clear. Like I showed you, some people can see things at close range, some people can see things at far range. So where you can see clearly, that's the focal point. So when you take your zoom ring, it's like you are adjusting the lens to a point where you can see very sharp focus.
What an interesting week it has been, seeing all these beautiful skills. Chineze, I was particularly enthralled seeing that young man, the only young man learning how to make bread.
Yes.
What was the impression of him?
It's wonderful because, you know, things like wig making and hair making has now no longer just belonged to just the female gender. So it's wonderful to see the school even embrace having the male gender take part in something like
Exactly. And then bakery, some were making shoes, some were learning how to make bags, flower pots, and those Reverend sisters.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
learning how to make flower vases, flower pots, and all that.
Yes.
It's been an interesting week.
Absolutely.
We thank you for investing your time with us on Veritas Half Hour this week. My name is Cyril Ole, and I hosted today with my colleague,
Chineze Odiokafo.
We'll do it again next week.
Absolutely.
Thank you for watching us.